banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go in Cincinnati. Brings in the kick at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Gun.
A give left side to Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. And he drives it up past the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
11.
Completes this one to Chase. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. 11 MT tape.
From the 43. Finds his man, Chase. He has room past the 25. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 8 yards, and now only inches to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The Clemson rookie has it. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's down to the 8 before going out. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 6 yards. Boy, a great spot. 2nd and goal at the 2. Brown. And the defense follows him all the way and shoves him out of bounds. Couldn't pick up anything, and now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
11 MT. Gun. Stop.
They'll try it right with Brown. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him 1 yard on that play. Another good stop, and that forces 4th and goal.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
On the ground, Brown. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have the full field ahead of them here as they start deep on their own side. Nix with it on 1st. He beams one deep right side. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Nix off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. They'll throw again. Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Escapes out to the left. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. A run with Brown. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 11, at the Broncos' 37-yard line. 11, Thomas.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 13-0 lead. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. Play action with Nix. This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go on 4th, Nix. They connect for the 1st. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Has it down close. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for 2. They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that one's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down. Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Has a man, it's Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Secures this at the 17. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Another try following the sack. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Now in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
It's 6 yards on the gain, and now they've got 2nd and goal from the 1. Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals bump the lead up to 13 points. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. begin the drive with Chubb. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Nix with it on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Chubb running out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Back now, pressure on its way. Hauled in left side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He's got a man left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Nix off the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again. Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He puts everything behind this one. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. They give to Jones, right side. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that bang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal, pumped up to the max. I'm finna break down, flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow, big boss, hella chicken. I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans.